Hi everybody. In this video, I'm going to talk about a proposed second ban on immigration that's going to be targeting non-immigrant visas such as the H1B visa. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Michael Ashoori and I'm a US immigration lawyer based in Los Angeles, California. At my law firm, we focus exclusively on immigration law and we work with clients from all 50 states. We regularly post immigration videos to keep you informed with what's going on. So if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now. Now let's talk about this immigration ban. So the Wall Street Journal has recently reported that the Trump administration is planning an additional immigration ban to impact temporary work visas such as the H1B visa. Now you might be asking why the Trump administration is doing this. And it's because due to COVID-19, as many of you know, there's been record unemployment numbers, and the administration is trying to encourage domestic employment. So that's the reason for the proposed ban. Now, nothing has been made official yet. This reporting by the Wall Street Journal has just been based on sources familiar with the administration. So I want to talk to you about what is specifically being proposed. So the visas that are being targeted are the H1B visa, the H4 visa, the J1 visa, the L1 visa, and the F1 visa. And what they're talking about is suspending the issuance of new visas in these categories. Also, we're hearing rumblings that for people that are outside of the United States, they could also be affected and impacted, and for that matter, prevented from coming into the United States if they have these visas and they're outside of the United States. But we're hearing that people that are already in the United States in a valid visa should not be affected. Additional changes that we're hearing are quite intense. We're hearing about the cancellation of H4 EAD. So that means work authorization for H4 visa holders, which are dependents of H1B visa holders. We're hearing about a shortening of F1 OPT for STEM professionals from 3 years to 1 year. And in addition to that, we're also hearing about the filing fees for H1B skyrocketing up to $20,000. So we're hearing some major changes that are being talked about. So now, we're talking about all these changes and all these impacts to immigration. And now I want to tell you what you should be doing to prepare for this. The biggest information that I could share is that if you're outside of the United States and you have one of these visas, for example, if you have an L1 visa or if you have an H1B visa, or for that matter, if you have a J1 visa or an H4 visa, you should enter the United States as soon as possible. I know that with COVID-19 travel is difficult right now, but if it's at all possible for you to enter the United States safely, you should do so as soon as possible. And the reason why I say that is that, as I mentioned earlier, this particular immigration suspension is projecting to affect people that are outside of the United States. So if it's at all possible for you to enter the United States, it sounds like it would be a good idea to do that as soon as possible. And the reason why I stress the urgency is that we've seen that the Trump administration has the power to do things quickly. So for those of you that don't remember, back in April of 2020, President Trump had a tweet that referenced a suspension on immigration. Within a few days, an executive order was signed suspending the issuance of immigrant visas. That went into effect back in April, and it was set to last for 60 days. So we've seen that when these immigration suspensions are talked about, they have the potential to be executed on very quickly. So if you're outside of the United States, it may be a good idea to enter as soon as possible, especially if you're in one of those visa categories that we talked about. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you know anybody that could potentially be impacted by this, definitely feel free to share this video with them. We're going to be closely monitoring any any developments because as I mentioned, this is not yet official. This is just been reported on by the Wall Street Journal. Again, they are familiar with sources that have familiarity with the Trump administration. So we're going to be closely monitoring to see when more concrete developments come about. And we're going to be recording videos as the updates come about. So again, if you know anybody that could benefit from this, feel free to share this video. If you have not already done so, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We're regularly posting immigration videos to keep you guys informed with everything that's going on. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.